Hello and welcome to this video in which we will discover 11 signs that a girl is probably not interested in you. You've fallen in love with this girl that you find so very special. You immediately embark on an assiduous journey that has now been going on for several weeks, and you're now wondering if your crush is reciprocal. To get a better idea, here are 11 signs that a girl is not interested in you. Watch her behavior when you're together and remember the following list. But just before you do, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to download your free book to successfully seduce any girl by clicking on the link in the description below the video. 1. She's not focused on you when you are talking to her. You've been talking to her for a good quarter of an hour, with bright eyes, looking for the slightest sign of her attention, but she reciprocates with a beautiful but vague look. Obviously, her mind is elsewhere. It's hard to know if she's thinking about planning her next weekend, her outfit for the next day, or what she's going to eat tonight. But one thing's for sure, she's barely listening to you. Regardless of how much energy you put into relaunching the conversation, it's in vain. If this is the first time it's happened, don't panic. We all get distracted sometimes. It's possible that she is simply tired, or that a personal problem is monopolizing her attention. But if it happens too often, it's more than likely a sign that this girl isn't interested in you. 2. She avoids physical contact. She always makes sure to stay away from you, greets you without kissing you, and immediately moves away when you brush against her in a hallway. This reluctance to have any physical contact is one of the signs that the young lady probably does not share your love. Of course, no one appreciates repeated and insistent physical contact. This is an appropriate way to seduce someone, but systematically avoiding them even when they are harmless is proof of disinterest. To confirm this hypothesis, observe how she reacts to contact with others. 3. She never agrees with you. Whatever the subject of the discussion, she systematically contradicts your point of view. She comes into the middle of a debate where you are defending your ideas. She systematically sticks up for your opponent, even if it means showing bad faith. In her eyes, you don't understand anything. You're always out of touch, and her point of view is more enlightened than yours. This spirit of systematic contradiction is, in general, proof that your chances of being compatible are slim in her eyes. 4. She doesn't laugh at your jokes. It's normal that she doesn't always find you funny, but if she's unmoved by all of your jokes, it's a bad sign. Try to identify the kind of humor she likes and prepare some jokes using this style, and insert them naturally into the conversation. If the lady still doesn't cheer up, chances are this girl isn't interested in you, especially if she laughs heartily at other people's jokes. 5. She's not trying to get to know you. Since you've met her, you've been doing everything you can to find out as much as you can about her. From the style of music she listens to, her favorite color, not to mention the list of her passions or the food she loves. You sincerely seek to know her tastes by taking an interest in her. If the young lady, on the other hand, has never bothered to ask you for at least one of these things, or offers you M&Ms when you told her about your peanut allergy the day before, you are probably dealing with a girl who is insensitive to your charm. 6. She answers you evasively. Each of your messages and emails, which are several dozen lines long, are simply graced with an "okay, cool," "yes, maybe, I don't know," and another laconic formula. Sometimes the answer even comes several days later. This very unpleasant situation can mean two things. Either she finds you too talkative, or she is not interested in you at all. Try to shorten your prose and write less frequently. If she continues to be tight-lipped, then it's time for you to make up your mind. A girl who reacts in this way makes you feel that your conversation is unpleasant, so let someone who will appreciate your banter benefit from it. 7. She avoids opportunities to be alone with you. You have a good time with a group of friends that includes the girl of your dreams. An opportunity to try a one-on-one session at the end of the evening when the guests leave one by one and the atmosphere becomes more intimate. Unfortunately, when she realizes that you're about to remain, she disappears, faster than the speed of light. When you think about it, you realize that she does the same whenever an opportunity to be alone with you arises. Unless she's extremely shy, it's unlikely that this girl will be interested in you. 8. She always declines your invitations. Whether you ask her to go to the cinema, a restaurant, a concert, or to go for a walk, the answer is always the same. She doesn't have time. Regardless of how creative you get, she always avoids your advances. Either she is tired, has to work, has an obligation, or a family reunion. If she systematically declines your invitations, it's probably because she doesn't want to spend time with you. Don't be overly pushy, because if this girl is not interested in you, more attempts may permanently push her away. 9. She flirts with others. If she flirts with other people, the chances of this girl having a crush on you are very slim, especially if she does so in your presence. If this situation is hurtful to you, it is important to step back. Above all, don't provoke arguments with those whom she's interested in. It won't bring her closer to you, quite the contrary. 10. She's asking you for love advice. She asks to speak with you privately. With a beating heart and full of hope, you hasten to take her to a quiet place, only to have your hopes shattered. She starts talking to you about her exes, or asks you for advice about her next conquest because she needs a neutral point of view. It's obvious that a girl who is asking you how to get her ex back or make someone fall for her won't be ending up in your arms. 11. She tells you that she considers you as a brother. You've managed to get close to the girl you fell for, or you've known her for a long time. You are often together, buddies. You make her laugh and she feels good by your side. You tell yourself that you have every chance, and you are preparing to declare your love for her. To make everything perfect, you have planned a dream evening, taking her to a movie she's been telling you about since its release, followed by an intimate meal. You even cooked for the occasion. Everything goes perfectly well until she turns to you before saying the fateful sentence. What I love about you is that there is no ambiguity. You are not like the others. You're like a big brother to me. It's unlikely that a girl who perceives you in this way would want another kind of relationship with you. But if she's not interested in you, you have at least a precious friendship. Have you spotted one or more of these signs in the girl that interests you? It is quite possible that your interest is not reciprocal. However, don't forget that the best way to find out is to muster your courage and ask her directly. If it confirms your fears, don't be insistent or unpleasant. Eventually, you will meet someone whom you are compatible with and the current will flow. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and especially subscribe to the channel. You are also free to receive the new book, 9 Keys to Seduce Any Girl, by clicking on the link in the description below.